Welcome to the deep dive. Today, we're not just reading a poem. We're really digging into some profound insights from A Hard Frost by
Mhm.
Cecil Lewis. It's a work that, well, it beautifully dissects nature's transformations and maybe a deeper truth about change itself.
Absolutely. Cecil Day Lewis, he was, a really influential British poet born in Ireland back in 1904, became poet laureate in the UK in 68, which says a lot.
Yeah.
His work is often noted for its clarity, using quite modern language for the time, and really thinking through social issues, but also, like you said, our connection to nature. And A Hard Frost is just a perfect example of him finding big ideas in, well, the everyday.
So our mission for this deep dive, I guess, is to unpack how this poem sort of challenges how we see beauty and progress.
Hmm.
It seems to suggest that the real lasting change often happens, out of sight, even when things seem kind of barren or difficult.
Exactly. It's a surprising lesson, maybe, in where true resilience comes from.
Yeah, like a shortcut to understanding those hidden gears turning in the world around
Oh.
us. Okay, so to really get into the feel of it, let's hear A Hard Frost by Cecil Day Lewis in full. A frost came in the night and stole my world, and left this changeling for it a precocious image of spring, too brilliant to be true. White lilac on the window pane, each grass blade, furred like a catkin, Madriff floating the hedge. The elms behind the house are elms no longer, but blossomers in crystal, stems of the mist. That hangs yet in the valley below, amorphous. As the blind tissue whence creation formed, the sun looks out and the fields blaze with diamonds, mockery spring to lend this bridal gear. For a few hours to a raw country maid, then leave her all disconsolate with old fairings, of aconite and snowdrop. No, not here. Amid this flounce and filigree of death is the real transformation scene in progress, but deep below where frost. Worrying the stiff clods unclenches there, grip on the seed and lets the future breathe. Okay, that first line. A frost came in the night and stole my world. It hits you immediately, doesn't it? Feels so personal, like something's been taken. What's the initial feeling you get from that, and what's happening in this opening bit?
It's really interesting, isn't it, how he personifies the frost straight off. Like a thief,
Yeah.
operating in secret, stole the world while, everyone's asleep. It's active language. It immediately sets a mood that's, well, complex. It's beautiful, maybe, but also a bit unsettling because the familiar is just gone.
Dreamy almost.
Dreamy, yeah, surreal even, but tinged with that sense of loss. It's a beautiful deception in a way.
What's left is this changeling, an image of spring, too brilliant to be true. That phrase, too brilliant to be true, it really jumps out. How does he build up this incredible, almost unbelievable scene?
Oh, the imagery is just stunning. You get the white lilac on the window pane frost patterns, right?
Right.
But then each grass blade furred like a catkin. Catkins, those soft, fuzzy things on trees in early spring.
Yeah, like on willows.
Exactly. So describing grass like that gives it this delicate, almost touchable softness. It makes the ordinary magical. And the elm trees, they're not just icy, they're blossomers and crystal.
Hmm.
It's this extended metaphor comparing the frost to a kind of fake early spring.
So it makes winter glamorous almost.
Precisely. Glamorous, attractive, but that too brilliant to be true is the key. It signals right away that this dazzling show, it's temporary, it's an illusion, really. He's drawing us into the sensory overload, but warning us to.
It's a strange mix, isn't it? This amazing beauty that also feels fragile, almost unsettling because you know it won't last.
Exactly right. It's designed to impress, but also to hint that it's not the whole story. He's setting us up for something deeper.
Okay, so then we move into the middle part.
Yeah.
The sun appears, the fields blaze with diamonds, sounds amazing, but then, bam, mockery spring. That feels like a sharp turn. What's being mocked here? And this bridal gear metaphor, what's that telling us?
Yeah, mockery is strong. He's calling out the superficiality of it all. The sun makes it sparkle, sure, diamonds everywhere, but it's a mockery because, well, it's still winter. Nothing's actually growing. The frost is like bridal gear, beautiful fancy clothes, but it's just lent for a few hours to a raw country maid.
The landscape itself.
The plain, ordinary winter landscape, yeah.
Yeah.
The metaphor really drives home that this beauty is temporary, borrowed. It's not real growth.
And then it melts.
And the land is left disconsolate, like a bride stood up, maybe, with just the old fairings of aconite and snowdrop.
Those tiny little flowers.
Yeah, very small, humble, early flowers. They represent the kind of meager reality left behind after the big show. It really highlights the disappointment. So there's almost a sadness there, a critique of beauty that doesn't last.
So it's more than just frost. It's about maybe appearances versus reality.
Right.
That initial wow factor and then the sort of emptiness after. We see that in life too, right?
Absolutely. He's definitely making a distinction between a fleeting spectacle and genuine, meaningful change. It invites us, like a lot of his work does, to look beneath the surface.
Which brings us to that really powerful shift. After describing all this surface beauty, he says, no, not here. Amid this flounce and filigree of death is the real transformation scene in progress. There's quite a rejection of the glitter. So if that's not the real deal, where is the real transformation happening, according to the poem? What's the main takeaway here?
This is where the poem really lands its punch, I think.
Yeah.
It shifts our focus completely. The real transformation, he says, is happening deep below where frost, worrying the stiff clods, unclenches their grip on the seed and lets the future breathe.
Worrying the stiff clods.
Right.
That sounds like hard work.
It does, doesn't it? He personifies the frost again, but differently this time. Not as a thief, but as something actively working, persistently breaking down the hard earth. Worrying suggests effort, almost like nagging away at it.
So it's not gentle. It sounds almost like a struggle down there.
Exactly. It's not delicate like the frost patterns. It's a necessary, unseen effort. It loosens the soil's grip on the seed. That word grip implies resistance, tightness.
Huh.
And the frost is the force breaking that resistance.
Okay.
This is the essential, hidden process that allows new life, the future, to actually start. And then you get those last few lines spread out.
And lets the future breathe.
Yeah, the line breaks, the enjambment, it sort of mimics that release, that first breath. It's incredibly hopeful. Even in the cold, the death on the surface, there's this vital work happening underneath. The frost, which seems like an end or just surface beauty, is actually preparing the way for real change.
And there's that bit earlier, too, about the mist being amorphous as the blind tissue whence creation formed. That sounds huge, almost cosmic. How does that line fit?
Oh, that's a crucial connection. By linking the mist, that formless state before the frost creates its art, to the very blind tissue of creation, the primordial stuff, he elevates the whole process.
Right.
It suggests the frost's underground work isn't just about farming or seasons, it's fundamental. It's like a mini creation happening. The unseen, quiet change is linked to the very origin of things. It's about deep, permanent change, not just a pretty surface. That's the real core of it, isn't it? The important stuff is happening below.
It really is. So the poem is teaching us that even when things look harsh, cold, maybe even dead on the surface, there's essential work going on underneath, preparing for something new. It's a strong reminder that growth isn't always obvious, and sometimes the most vital work happens quietly during tough times.
It's a beautiful testament to nature's resilience, and you can absolutely take it as a metaphor for life. It offers this wonderfully hopeful view of hidden growth, renewal happening constantly, even when we can't see it. It's about the cycle, but really emphasizing the rebirth part that comes from the apparent stillness.
So wrapping up this deep dive, A Hard Frost takes us on quite a journey from this dazzling but ultimately fleeting surface beauty to a really profound insight about true hidden transformation happening beneath it all. It moves from the deceptive glitter to the quiet, essential truth. The poem shows us that winter's harshness isn't just an end, it's an active, necessary preparation for spring.
Indeed, it nails that message. Difficult conditions, like the frost, aren't just things to endure. They play an active, vital role in nature's cycles. They enable new life, new hope to emerge from what looks like, well, nothing. It really underscores the power of that hidden, persistent effort.
It leaves you wondering, doesn't it?
Yeah.
What hard frosts in your own life might be quietly, powerfully working the ground, getting ready for your future to breathe. Well, that's all for today's deep dive. Hit like for the poem that speaks to you and subscribe for the ones yet to come.